Welcome to Awaken, an educational, high vibrational, mystical, spiritual show. I'm your host, Danny, and I'm finally back from another little mini hiatus. You know how life is. You know how I am. Today I'm smoking this little Bustan. Can you see that? What if I tap it? Because you know I'm recording on my phone, not a professional camera. Today I'm smoking on this Bustan disposable pen. I don't know what the strain is or anything. It's so like sophisticated looking, you know what I mean? Love it. Everybody make sure you have something to smoke and something to drink. You already know I have my spin drift. I always do. Why are you so far away? Okay, see, I don't even remember how to do this. Come closer. Come here. Come here. Ooh, yeah. So today I want to talk about something really fucking exciting. I'm going to give you guys 3 tips on manifesting and specific fucking examples, plus like a little success story about what I manifested recently. I'm so fucking excited. This is probably one of my biggest manifestations of my fucking life, and I'm really excited to tell you guys about it. So stay tuned. Make sure that you're getting high because, guys, okay, side story, right? Before we start, I'm gonna warn you, I didn't plan to record today actually, but everything kind of aligned and fell into place, which kind of has to do with what we're talking about today. Anyway, I got off work early and I was like, that's fucking lit, but also I don't know what to do with the rest of my day. And I was like, I guess I'll just chill the rest of the day and do 1,000 fucking things tomorrow. And then all of a sudden plans change last minute, which also like, why would I do that? I don't know. Sometimes I just like don't really think things through. And then all of a sudden plans changed and I was like, oh, you know what? I actually now only have one option if I want to get a video up in time for before fucking Friday, and it was to record today. But before I knew that I was going to be recording today, right, when I was still like, oh, I'm just gonna fuck off for the rest of the day, I took a lot of dabs. I did take a lot of dabs, and I am way higher than I would typically be, especially at the start of one of these videos, so bear with me. But I just really wanted to get back and like hang out with you guys, so I'm gonna do my best. And I am gonna keep smoking with you throughout the video because that's the only way I can do these smoke with me. It feels inauthentic if I'm like, y'all smoke but not me, because like I have FOMO. Hit it, bitch. Look at me, I'm like so high, I'm like, Okay, let's just get like right into it. Number 1, release expectations about how you think it's gonna pan out, okay? I'm not saying like lower your standards, because part of manifesting is getting specific about what you want, but then also trusting that like you are going to get exactly that or better. Basically, just believe that it will happen and don't try to control the details of how it's gonna happen. So here's my personal example. I started acting when I was in 6th grade, and I went to a performing arts school all the way through the rest of like grade school, high school, and college. Like that's what my degree is in. Notice how I just affirmed that? We're gonna save that for later. Ever since I was young, I always wanted to be an actress, but not just like, oh, I wanted to act. I wanted to be taken seriously, and honestly, very specifically, I wanted to be an award-winning actress. I would visualize myself like winning an award or giving a speech, or like sitting in my room afterward talking to someone about, I can't believe I just won an award. Like I'm so grateful. Like I'm so happy. This year, I became an award-winning actress. Well, to be fair, I became an award-winning actress in high school with Cappies, but I don't feel like that holds any weight in the real world. I'm like, bitch, I won a high school competition. So this year I manifested that. I had the absolute fucking honor and pleasure of being in my brother's horror film. It's called Red Yellow Shadow. If you stay tuned toward the end, I have a surprise for you. It was so much fun working with him, but basically our film won Best Horror and I won Best American Actress at 8.5 Film Awards, and then they submitted us to fucking International Cannes Festival. They have a special event there, and we won in our category of Best Horror. So if you don't know what the Cannes Festival is, just look it up, because I'm gonna not do a good job explaining it, and I respect it a lot, and I'm very high. Basically, it's a major fucking deal, and I just crossed something off my fucking bucket list, and I am so happy. I think about it every single day, and I smile about it every single day. Also, shout out to you, bro. Thank you, Hunter. I know he's watching this. It wasn't just me who was in it, actually. Awaken was featured in it. So my co-host Kelsey on the podcast, I don't even plug the podcast that much, but you guys, this is not just a YouTube channel, it's a fucking podcast. I will say the podcast is a slightly different vibe. I am incredibly myself on here, and for the podcast, I don't like monitor what I say, but maybe a tiny itty bitty bit. We also talk about different things though, and we expand to, it's a slightly different vibe, but it's incredible. Make sure you check it out. Second tip, affirm, speak on it. So remember earlier when I was like, oh, throwback to that. Notice how I just affirmed that? We're gonna save that for later, but remember that. That's what I'm talking about. Just say like, I'm an amazing actress. I'm the best actress that I know. I was born to be an actress. This shit is easy for me. This comes naturally to me. Everyone agrees. Like I just have that it factor. To be quite honest, yeah, those are my affirmations. I know it sounds very like main character-y of me, but baby, a main character just won Best American Actress at a special event in the Cannes Festival. So take a hit. And my last tip is to take aligned and inspired action. Example, my brother told me he wanted to do a movie, so we did a movie. And just like a little tip for you guys of like how to tell when it's aligned and inspired action, it'll just feel very natural energetically, especially if you're very tapped in. And guys, remember, you can tap in at any time. So this is accessible to everyone. So when my brother came to me, just as an example, when my brother came to me and he was like, hey, I want to do this horror movie. This is my idea for it. I want you and Kelsey to be in it. It'll be like Awaken Bake collabed. I was so fucking excited because I've always wanted to do horror movies. I've said that my entire life. I've just always wanted to do one. And I know I would kill it. I know it wouldn't be like too corny or anything. And I also would always say like, well, a lot of horror films I feel like get like a bad rap of like not being taken seriously, but like I want to be in a horror movie and like I want to be recognized for how bomb it is. And then I won awards for it. It just had that like natural, like, oh my God, what a perfect opportunity. Yes, like jump on it, go for it, don't overthink it. Like that was like very inspired and aligned action. I've been talking about this fucking movie so goddamn much, so I'm gonna show you guys the trailer. It's about to play next. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I don't know when it'll be available to watch. Whenever it is, I will let you guys know. I hope you enjoy the trailer. I hope you enjoyed this video. It is pretty spooky, so if you're like nervous about stuff, or you're like, if you're too high vibrational to watch low vibrational content, then definitely click off now. But if you want to watch a movie that I made with my bro and Kelsey, ooh, that voice crack was beautiful. Stay tuned, because here we go.